Here we are ready to start another kitchen remodel. And this one's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a lot of fun to show you what we're gonna do in this kitchen. But first, we always have to name our houses. And so the name we've come up with for this house is the Smoker House. And not cigarette smoking, but cooking smoking. And I wanna show you why. If you look out this window right here, over there to that trailer, that's a custom built smoker that he built. He does smoking competitions, and he's also a certified judge for smoking. And then he also, if you look back here, he's got all these different types of barbecues and stuff that he does as well. So they're way into meat and smoking. So that's why we're calling it the Smoker House. So this kitchen, we're totally remodeling this kitchen. All the appliances are new, so we're gonna take those out and put them in the garage and keep them protected. This one they're gonna sell because we're going from a range to a cooktop and a double oven. And so we're gonna redo the whole kitchen. This island right here peninsula is coming out in place of an island that we're gonna put in here. And also, if you notice kind of how dark it is in here, this is their lighting. Their lighting's terrible in here. And I was asking when I first got here, I said, are there any other lights? He says, no, this is as good as it gets. We're gonna be putting in lots of can lights, and so we're gonna be making it a lot brighter in here. The pantry here, you see this, this built-in pantry. It's kind of a cool door, it says pantry on it. But we're gonna tear it all out and put a built-in cabinet here. And you can see right here, it's all built up on the floor because if you look closely, there's an angle right there, and that's for the headroom going down to the basement on the stairs. So, but we're gonna try and take advantage of as much of this space as we can. So we're tearing all this out. We're doing a built-in cabinet. It'll be able to be a lot more organized. We'll have drawers in it and some shelves, and it'll all match the cabinets, so it'll look really sharp. If you look down here at the floor, you can see we have an old maple floor here that almost looks like it's never been refinished. And we were thinking about putting the new laminate floor on top of it, but we've decided because of the change we're making to the peninsula to an island, from a peninsula to an island, and we're also going to be tearing a wall out, and I'll show you that in a second, that it just wasn't going to work very well to try and put the new laminate on top. Plus, it'll give us a chance to get rid of all the squeaks in the floor if we get rid of the laminate or the hardwood. So we're going to be tearing out this hardwood and replacing it. It almost kind of looks like they've picked out their laminate. This is what they're planning on doing. And again, this is that AquaGuard material. It has this nice little rubber footing on it. It's 100% waterproof and pretty much indestructible from a scratch standpoint because, like they have a big dog. I have a dog that gets the zoomies and he starts running around and then he starts sliding for 5 feet on the floor. And if I had this kind of a floor, I'd have scratches all over my floor. But you don't get that with this AquaGuard product. Also, we're going to be tearing out this handrail and replacing it with a wrought iron handrail that'll have horizontal balusters or rods on it. And then also, this wall right here is coming out. From here to the stairway, this wall comes out. It's not a bearing wall. This home is framed with trusses, and so it is bearing on the 2 exterior walls, no bearing in the middle. So there's no bearing walls in the middle of this house. This post that you see right here that goes up to the ceiling, that was just to stabilize the wall so it doesn't wobble. So we're going to take it out and get rid of it, and then this will make this a nice big open room. So I'm excited to show this to you. We'll do some progress videos. I got guys outside waiting to get started on the demo. They're going to carry the couches out for us and stuff like that, but I'll show you what it looks like after we get everything all demoed, and then we'll go from there. I look forward to showing this to you. Also, one other thing I want to make sure you know is that if you watch this video to the end, it will tell you how much this project cost and what the original price was and what the final price was and how long it took. And I do that because there are so many horror stories out there of people hiring a contractor to do a job, and then it winds up costing them thousands of dollars more than what they originally agreed to. We don't do that here at King Construction. We give you a firm price, and the only way the price changes is if you change it, by adding stuff or spending less than what was allotted on an allowance or more. Or sometimes, the city might make an adjustment, make us do an adjustment that we weren't anticipating. But other than that, usually you'll find the price difference between the original price and the final price to be pretty close. Thanks for watching. I'll show you what it looks like when we get all tore apart. So over here you can see where we took the sheetrock out where the tile backsplash was, because if you just try to peel the tile off, it ruins the sheetrock anyway. So we always take it out. Plus it opens up space for us to fish wires around, because we're adding under cabinet lighting all the way around. And so it just works better for us to do the wiring for that. But you can see we've kind of demoed everything. We still have a little bit of demo to do on this. We're going to get started on that right after we're done filming here. And then you can see we took the railing out, and then we put something temporary in its place. And then, of course, the biggie is no wall. The wall's all gone. And you can see we have a bunch of wiring that we have to deal with in relationship to that. But my electrician's going to be here this afternoon to get started. So anyways, this is kind of what it looks like when we're ready to start putting everything back together. Here's a little quick update for you. The sheetrocker is almost done. He's going to finish today. And then tomorrow we're going to start installing the laminate floor. I'll show you that in a second. But first, I want you to look up. Look at the lighting. This lighting is so amazing. Compared to what they had before, this is going to be huge. We've added so many can lights. And so now they're going to be able to see. Remember in that very first pre-demo segment, remember how dark it was in here? Not anymore. Even down the hallway here, we've added some flush mount lights as well. They're all LEDs. And these LEDs are adjustable. You can change the brightness of them. So you can do white light or the yellow light, but most everybody wants the nice bright white light. Also, I wanted to show you, this is the material. This is the flooring right here. And this particular color is called Tawny Oak, T-A-W-N-E-Y, Tawny Oak, available at Floor & Decor. This is a sample of it. And again, it has this pad on the bottom of it, which is awesome. It makes it so much better and quieter for walking on. And it's 100% waterproof. It's a great product. We'll be installing that tomorrow, getting that started. So there you are for our update for now. I just wanted to show you these lights. I think they look amazing. Here's an update for the smoker house. We've got all the kitchen cabinets installed, where the countertops have been measured and they're being made. And we're just kind of waiting for a painter to get here. So let me just show you a couple things that are really, these cabinets are super nice. Right here, we're getting a cooktop insert. So we still have a little drawer in here, but it's really small, like for utensils, right? It's gonna be awesome. And then I wanted to show you over here, this door that was right here, the bathroom door had a hole in it from this door being hit open. And so I asked them if they wanted me to replace it. I was going to replace it for them for free. But then they said, well, what would it cost to replace all the doors on the main floor? So we replaced all the doors on the main floor with this 5-panel door. And I'll show you, and when we get to the hallway, I'll show you what those look like. So we wound up putting all new baseboard on. And you can see the baseboard's really tall. Normally when you're going from like a hardwood floor or carpet to doing laminate's a little bit thinner. And so you have to put a baseboard on that's a little bit taller. Because otherwise when you take the old baseboard off, there's a line where they caulked the top of the baseboard. And so we always try to get a little bit taller baseboard so we can cover that line. And in this case, they already had tall baseboard, so I had to get something a little bit taller. So it's a pretty good sized baseboard. And it was a near thing, as you can see on some of the plugs and stuff, because their plugs are actually a little bit lower than what they normally are. But it's gonna work. And then this wall right here, I was talking to the customer the other day and I said, we ought to do something nice with these two walls. And so we did this feature wall, what I call a feature wall, where we put all this trim on here and created this pattern. And I think it turned out really nice. She loves it. And I'm going to be excited to see what color we paint it. Let me show you one more thing. Oh, by the way, right down here, someone got invited to a girl's choice dance. But here in the hallway, you can see we've replaced all the doors because they were just a normal colonial 6-panel door. Now they're Craftsman 5-panel door. And so we replaced all the doors in this hallway. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors alone in this hallway. It's crazy. So there's your update for this project. Next time, we just might be done. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. We might try and get a video after the countertops go in and the painting is done, but then after that, so all there is backsplash and tile for the back or appliances. So anyways, thanks for watching. Okay, so we're almost done, not quite. And as you look around, you can see we've got a huge mess going, but we'll be done with this in a couple of days. But I thought I'd give you a quick update. So you see what the painting's all done. You see our feature wall got painted. It's a little bit darker gray than they painted the walls, which turned out really nice. But here's the kitchen. Check this out. Kitchen cabinets are installed. The backsplash is installed. Countertops are installed. And so we're just right now in the middle of wrapping everything up. I can't wait to show you what this is going to look like when it's all done. We're also waiting for the railing right here. That should be coming anytime. So there you go. Okay, so we're all done with this project and it turned out amazing. It's so awesome. Look at how light and bright it is in here compared to the first pre-demo video that we did and how dark it was. This is amazing. Kitchen turned out beautiful. These are white painted shaker cabinets. And remember there used to be a peninsula that came across right here and we decided to do an island. And it's not an island that you can sit at, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we only have so much room to work with. We got to make sure we have plenty of walkway. And so so we did an island without an overhang on one side to sit at. And then if you'll notice, the island is a different material. This is white oak. It's beautiful. I love white oak. This is a natural white oak finish. So we've seen that a lot where we do two-tone in the kitchens, where we will have some stained gray cabinets as well as the paint gray cabinets. And then the pantry that we did, remember there used to be a pantry right here, and we took the pantry out and installed a cabinet that has all these nice shelves on it and then all the drawers in it as well. So it's a lot more efficient storage than what they had before. And then the flooring turned out really nice. This is AquaGuard, and the style of this floor is called tawny oak, T-A-W-N-E-Y, tawny oak. And it has a lot of different widths in it as well as lengths. And so it's very unique in the AquaGuard lineup of floors. And so it looks really good. So it has a lot more variation to it. Remember we took that wall out right here. It used to come all the way over to here. So now they have this open space, and you can see how much nicer it is. It's so much nicer, it's so nice and open. We added this railing. This is a wrought iron railing, and it has horizontal balusters, and we're doing that a lot lately. It's a really cool look. And then I was one day looking at this wall with my clients, and I'm like, we should probably do an accent wall right here. And so I drew this up for them, and they loved it, and we did it, and it looks great. And so we did this board and batten on here, and then we painted it all a different color, and it turned out really nice. The other thing we did is down the hallway here, we replaced all the door slabs in the house. And so if you look down here, all these doors are new. And then we did new trim. A lot of times what happens is when you change from carpet to laminate, your casing's not long enough and you wind up with a little gap of about that much between the bottom of the casing and the floor. So usually if you're replacing your laminate floors, you have to also put new casing on. And so we wound up recasing all the doors. This is a craftsman-style casing with the header above it, and these are craftsman-style door with the 5 panels on it. And so we did that all the way down this hallway, and it turned out really nice as well. So we appreciate you taking time to watch us transform this main floor in this kitchen from drab and dreary to beautiful and bright and light that it is today. Thanks again for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button down below. And then also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Please subscribe and hit the little bell button, and that way we can notify you each time we post a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.